100,000 Americans every day. The vast majority of these smokers begin their smoking when they're teens and preteens. Very few people begin tobacco use as adults. In fact, by the age of 18, approximately 1 in 3 people in America use tobacco products. Moreover, the earlier adolescents initiate tobacco use, the heavier their tobacco use becomes in adulthood, and the longer potential time they have to be users. This information is published on the book by Cliff Snell titled Food and Poison, the Tobacco Industry and Kids, published in 2005. Smoking is a problem in our society and in the world in general. We need to put a stop before it's too late to correct our mistakes. Today, I will first uncover the problem smoking causes to first-hand smokers and second-hand smokers. Secondly, I will offer simple and effective solutions in order to help smokers quit. I will begin by first educating people about the cost and injuries smoking and the tobacco industry causes. On an article, The Nicotine Withdrawal Symptoms, How to Root Out Nicotine Symptoms, it is proven that nicotine is a highly active drug and it is as addictive as heroin or cocaine. It is alarming that our teens, are allowed to purchase this kind of venom at any store or any gas station when they turn 18. In addition of the internal problems occurring, they have physical damages that become more notorious than the internal damages. Based on an article by Robert Frazier, the person's teeth start turning yellowish as the time progresses of their addiction. Physical damage such as this can cause teen depression and low self-esteem, producing a bigger dependency to nicotine and tobacco in order to fit within the others. The damage has just begun as soon as the person starts smoking. He will become dependent and he will need to start smoking more, no matter what damages he or she produces. I will speak about the effects of the second-hand smokers. Sadly, the most affected ones are the children. An article by the National Center of Biotechnology Information stated that the effects of environmental tobacco smoke on children with cystic fibrosis and conclude from the limited evidence that there is a strong case of relationship between parental smoking and admissions to hospitals. The parents do not pay attention to the damage they're causing to their children, but they do when it's too late and when there's nothing that can be done. Also, the money spent on cigarettes can cause financial difficulties for the customers, but for their families too. It leads to arguments and in the worst cases to deaths because one needs to smoke. Here I have a poster showing the years and amount of money spent on just cigarettes. Preventing young people from starting smoking would cut the number of deaths related to tobacco, but not until the year 2050. And today is 2010. Quitting by current smokers is therefore the only solution that can prevent mortality and can reduce it. Stated in the article by Mr. Tan, Michael, and Thomas Lynn. According to the article by Lechestin Edward, encouraging smoking sessions range from simple information and suggestions to smoking, to nicotine replacement, to community or national campaigns that promote non-smoking. Easy conversations can persuade a person to stop smoking. We can change someone's life by just talking to them. Some firmer and more harder solutions are given by an article on BMG by Gongwa. It encourages smokers to use both gum and patch, which are effective aids to help nicotine-dependent smokers to seek help in stopping. Among the most highly nicotine-dependent smokers, the 4 milligram gum is the most effective form of replacement therapy. This solution applies to heavier smokers with aggressive dependency to nicotine and tobacco. It can also help the less heavier smokers, but it's not recommended. They can help themselves by just going to talks and seeking some easier solutions. There are other solutions such as exercising. In a study by the International Medicine, it was proven that exercise subjects had significantly increased functional capacity and had gained less weight by the end of the treatment. Exercise did not only help their addiction, but it helped them to overcoming by giving them physical help so they can feel better about themselves. They don't have to smoke in order to feel better. They can look better and therefore they'll feel better. After having informed you about the problems the tobacco industry produces and giving you some solutions, I will briefly go over the main points. Tobacco creates addiction and deteriorates the person's body. Some damages may not be reversible. In addition, it affects people surrounding the person on a daily basis, creating an impact on innocent life forever. Lastly, I have offered some comfortable solutions such as tobacco replacements, group talks, and exercising. If we do not contribute to the change, the next person affected will be you, me, and the ones we love the most. I hope we walk out of here thinking about someone we can help or changing ourselves. Because smoking is a problem that needs to be stopped. Thank you.